Well, hello, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl. I am so sorry for a little bit of a delay there. For some reason, StreamYard was having some issues and it wouldn't let me log into the broadcast. So I have no clue what was going on with that, but hopefully everyone was hanging out and chatting amongst yourselves in the chat. I love when people say chat, 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 mingle, mingle, mingle. I think that's hilarious when something goes wrong. So thank you all for hanging around for a few minutes. I'm about 4 minutes behind schedule, but that's not too bad. So let's see who we have in the chat tonight. Hello, welcome. You're new. I'm so glad you're here. And Karen Radford is here. And yes, thank you. I'm so excited about 1,000 subscribers. So that is very exciting. And what is up with my hair today? I really need a haircut. I've had quarantine hair now for almost a year, and so I need a haircut. Hi, Karen. I said hello to Karen Radford, and hi, Tiger Purple. Welcome. I'm so glad you are here. And Jeannie is here. Welcome, Jeannie. We're so happy to have you. Now, I don't know, Jeannie, if you are having sales again soon, but let me know because I would love to be able to share that with everybody. And I see CJ Bailey is here. Welcome, CJ. And Sharon C is here. Hello, hello. And Mickey, welcome. And Trisha is here now. Trisha at Sandy and Otto has sales. She'll be having a sale this Wednesday starting at 4 o'clock Eastern. And she also has sales on Saturday evenings after Pamela's sale at 10 o'clock. So make sure to go check out Trisha at Sandy and Otto, and of course Norma Jean +1 and everybody else in the chat. So this is exciting. Oh, I'm glad you guys had fun the other night. It got a little wild at the end, but I had to share the banana song or the avocado song with you because it was just so silly, and I thought we could all use a laugh. And I know a lot of people have been saying that it's been stuck in their head, and I'm sorry about that, but it is kind of funny and silly and goofy, and I think we all need that. So tonight I am going to be sharing my Good Housekeeping magazine I got from Debbie at Our Vagabond Travels. And this is a really fabulous magazine from the 1930s. So we will continue our journey at looking through that. But before we get into that magazine, I want to share my pin for today. I got this from Serendipity by Melanie. So Melanie, thank you so much. I just adore this pin and it's great with the shirt. And I've got my white hat on today. So that's the brooch that I am wearing. And I'm so glad so many of you are hanging out in the chat. And Sandy's saying only 325 till she gets to 1,000. Well, I'm sure we can get you there, Sandy. I mean, I keep wanting to say Sandy because your channel name is Sandy and Otto, but it's actually Trisha. And I know you said you answer to anything, but I like to call people by their first name. So Trisha, I'm sure we can get you there. I know that you'll be there before you know it. So yes, this is a very beautiful Trifari brooch, and it was so sweet of Melanie to pick this up for me at one of the live sales. I love it. So I started going through this magazine, and we got to a couple of pages in a story last time, and then I think I did a random live one night where I read a story out of this. So I think we've done 2 stories total, and then we've done a couple of advertisements, and I love looking through these just to see what was around back then. And I'm noticing that even with my ring light, I think I look a little dark, so I'm sorry about that, guys. Book Bewitched is here. Hello, hello. I'm glad you're here. And Laura Melendez, our resident strawberry gal, is in the house. Welcome, Laura. Go check out Laura's channel, Vintage Thrifted Treasures. If you are not subscribed, she has a fantastic channel. So I am going to show you a little bit more of this magazine. This came out in October of 1935. It was 25 cents. And Louie is saying hello to all of you guys. She's getting into her food over there. Belinda Carroll is here. Welcome, Belinda. I'm so glad you're here. So we got through, I believe, this page of the magazine. So we've gone through a couple of pages. We had that really funny advertisement with the Sacra and then dog capsules and that cool Coca-Cola magazine. So we've got a few more pages we'll look through today. This is a pretty big magazine. I think that there is about 232 pages. And what I realized is that I had actually gone through this backwards because I took off the cover. The cover was coming loose and I couldn't flip through it with the loose cover. So I took that off and I realized that we kind of started at the back of the magazine. So today what I think we'll do is we'll make sure to go through the front. Not that it really matters. We're still just enjoying the advertisements. Hi, Auntie Kay. I love when you put the little music notes in the microphone. I think that's so cute. Everyone's saying hello to you, Louie. They can hear you being mischievous. Nettie's in the house. Hi, Nettie. How are you doing? Tiger Purple's back. Hi, Tiger Purple. And Debbie at our Vagabond Travels is here. Welcome. And Debbie has sales on Thursdays at 5 o'clock, so enjoy those sales. Yes, it is a very, very thick magazine, huge magazine. So I don't know, I think I looked up 25 cents and I converted that in today's money, but I feel like for that price, you are getting a lot because that is a very, very thick magazine. So let's start from the front this time, not the back. And I've showed the cover here. I think it's fun that they put the little advertisements for some of the stories. And one of them is the kissing stenographer and other stories. And there are some really saucy stories for the 50s standards in here. So I am very excited about that. So I'm going to remove the cover because it's just a little loose and I don't want to damage it. So I'm going to put that aside carefully so we can look through the rest of it. Hi, Stephanie at Thrifting Adventures. I'm so glad you're here. And Stephanie has sales at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays, so go check those out. And Kim is in the house. Oh, my vintage. She'll be having her first live sale tomorrow at 6 o'clock, so we don't want to miss that. I'm so excited, and she will continue doing those mystery unboxings. So she's got a fabulous channel. And I see that Joanne is here. Precious Lavender Buttons. Welcome, Joanne. All right. Awesome. So the first advertisement in the front cover of this magazine is an advertisement for, let's see if I can say this correctly. It's in a font that's a little hard to read. It is Cadola Ann Until She Smiles. And it's an advertisement on the bottom for Ipana toothpaste, and I think this is a story on toothpaste, so let's see how long this story goes. Some of these beauty stories go quite a while. The one that I read last time had gone for several pages, so let me see. Oh, this is just a one-page little advertisement, so I can read that. So that's very cool. I love the striped toothpaste tube. I kind of love old graphics that feature the old toothpaste tubes because I just think they're neat. We don't have anything like that today. And so this is Until She Smiles. And look at the hair. I think that hair in that advertisement is just really, really cool. We don't have any styles like that today. So it says pink toothbrush makes her avoid all close-ups. Dingy teeth and tender gums destroy her charm. Sometimes you see a smile alive with grace and loveliness, an instant beauty captured with a flash of shining white teeth and firm, healthy gums. And sometimes you see a crooked, hasty smile, a cover-up smile. Dingy teeth and tender gums make her self-conscious and careful not to offend people with her bad teeth. Oh, no. Gums need Ipana and a massage. Generally, the first evidence of unhealthy gums is the warning signal of a pink toothbrush. And dentists stress its importance because it brings you home to the lack of hard, coarse foods in our modern diet. This is hilarious. Such foods would give our gums plenty of healthy work, but they've been replaced by soft, creamy foods that leave them lazy, sensitive, and tender. That's the simple reason why modern dental practices encourages Ipana plus a massage. It's very easy. Your gums will respond to it and your teeth benefit from it. Just rub a little extra Ipana on a brush fingertip into your gums and do it every time you brush your teeth. Do it regularly. New circulation courses through the gum tissues. They feel more alive. They feel firmer and less sensitive. Switch to Ipana today, for Ipana is designed not only to a splendid cleanser, but also the ideal agent for the practice of gum massage. Keep pink toothbrush among the unknowns. Keep gingivitis, poria, and Vincent's disease in the background, and give your smile the light of loveliness that every woman's smile should have. So I think that's hilarious, this advertisement. Obviously, we still talk about foods being a problem with teeth, and dentists will tell you that soda and other things, cause issues with your gums and your teeth. But the whole idea that you don't want to offend people with your bad smile, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. That's just such a funny ad. They really made people, it's a good selling product, a good way to sell it if you think about it in the 30s, because if they probably said that, women would be very quick to be worried about their appearance. So, they would jump to getting this toothpaste. I just think that's kind of funny. So let's see who's in the chat. I've been missing a few people as I was going through that. Oh, I said hello to Auntie Kay, but Side Street Market, Christine is here. Welcome, welcome. And Laura, Vintage Thrifted Treasures. Okay, I thought I clicked on the wrong comment. Doesn't that happen in StreamYard pretty often? The chat moves fast and it's easy just to click on the wrong thing. Hi, Judy Scala. I'm so glad you've joined us tonight. And we have Poodle. I saw Poodle. Hi, Poodle. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And Tia Fane is here. And Diane McIntosh. And Cindy Sanders Stone. And Beth. Beth had a great sale today. Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties on her YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, go check her out. And I see Amy. Hi, Amy. Welcome to the chat. And Joanne is saying, if that was Pepsodent, she would have been facing front, big white teeth. Yes, Joanne, I have an ad for Pepsodent, and she is cheesing in that ad for sure with the big pearly white teeth, because the Pepsodent ads always advertise brighter, whiter teeth, and you could get that film off of your teeth. They were all about, getting rid of the dull teeth. Hi, Randy. Welcome to the chat. Oh, I'm glad you had fun today. That is awesome, Beth. So yes, I think this toothpaste ad is really funny, and it's fun to see the difference in advertising styles from back in the day, and this is really fun. And again, I like ads that feature that really cool looking old toothpaste tube. I doubt that any of those from the 30s are still around. And you might be able to find a box, but I wonder if you could find one of those toothpaste tubes. Now, it doesn't say how much one would cost, which I always like because it's kind of fun to convert that into today's money. And I'm sure there's other advertisements coming up that have that. And I just love these advertisements. I think they're fun. Now, Odorono is the first known. There might have been a deodorant before that, but Odorono, it was one of the first deodorants. And it reminds me of this toothpaste ad, because just like they're talking about women offending and having this dull smile and making people upset with her dirty teeth, Odorono, the way that they got women to wear deodorant was by putting in the ad that they smelled bad and people wouldn't like them. So I think that's kind of funny. And then that was definitely a trend to put all of that in the woman's magazine and get people to kind of follow health and beauty trends. And I see Jamie is here. She says, I'm watching. I can't chat that much. No worries, Jamie. And my computer just froze there for a second, but I'm so glad you are here. Welcome. And I see Julia is here from Perfecting Pearls. Hi, Julia. Welcome, welcome. And Tiger Purple saying, I ordered one of those old magazines from Misty because of Katie. Just got it. Yay, Tiger. I'm so glad. You're going to have fun going through them because they really are fun. So the next advertisement in this magazine there's a contents here, table of contents. So they've got Captivating, Helen Topping Millers. And then they have all the fiction stories. So they have Death Comes to Aunt Clara, Smoke in Her Eyes, The Kissing Stenographer, Hidden Ways, a Serial, The Last Mad Sky, October 1st, Hotel for Two, and When Summer Returning. And we read Hotel for Two. So that is fun. You've got your table of contents there. And then this ad is for Yardley's English Lavender. Now, Yardley's has been around for ages, and I had no clue that they've been around since the 30s, and I don't want to preach this magazine, so I'm being very careful. But this is Yardley's English Lavender Soap, and it says every product is advertised and guaranteed. It's advertised in this magazine. So there's the Yardley English Soap, and I'm sure all of you guys can remember your grandparents having that. That was always like a nice gift to give. And then it says traditional guardians of dew fresh English beauty. And it always has some claim about the product, which I think is funny. It says catching a breath in the thong of a pause in traffic and suddenly shining cut a bright arc across the delicate strains of the Minnesota summer. And another excitement for a society wedding sweeps from the gracious doors of Old St. Margaret's. Day in, day out, the patient crowd at the tens of glory of this one brief moment when 1,000 years of tradition passed with fair English brides beneath their steely canopies of guardsmen's swords, and 1,000 years of adoration shine in the eyes of a steward who escorts and of onlookers also. How good it is to know that this fairness will not fade with age and custom, for they know the secret of lasting freshness, these English women, and so they do not experiment with the elaborate aging beauty treatments. Their skins stay fresh and lovely even past maturity. They're entrusted only to exquisite guardians made by Yardley. And there's more there on Yardley. So that's fun. I love the graphics. I love what she's wearing. And you've got the English guards in the back. That is just really a neat advertisement for Yardley's English Lavender. And I see Lori Blue Flamingo is here. So let's see if I can get that comment in the chat. Hi, Lori. Welcome. If you're not subscribed to Blue Flamingo Mercantile, go check her out. She's trying to get to 100 subscribers, and she's almost there, so I know we can do it. Auntie Kay is saying, I have some Yardley's English soap in an apothecary jar with other fancy soaps. How cool, Auntie Kay. I love the way Yardley's smell. We thought we were rich when Mom brought home Old English Yardley. Yes, I know. My grandmother would always say, that makes such a nice gift. And she'd keep a couple of them stashed away in case she needed to give a gift to somebody. Hi, Celeste. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And Jeannie's saying, I'm listening while I do a few chores. Going to bed early tonight. Oh, you have a bad headache. Jeannie, I am so sorry. I know how that is. So I hope that you will rest up and get to feeling better. Yeah, take care and rest. Please do that. Copywriters sure laid it on pretty thick in those days. They did, Tia Fane. Man, they really made people feel like they needed to buy the product. And I think, again, like I mentioned, it's really funny to see people talking about how, you wouldn't be a good person if you didn't have this product, where people would think that you were bad. That is just such a strange mindset of advertising. But, I mean, it did get women to buy this stuff. So here's a cool ad. This is probably one of my favorite ads so far in the magazine, besides the Coke ad. This is for Philco radios. And look at that Art Deco goodness right there. That is super cool. You've got the Philco. Now, this would have cost certain models $20 to $600. So I've got my converter here, and I do want to see if we convert this to today's money. And I see Dorothy is here. Hi, Katie. How's it going? Oh, good. I am so glad you are in the chat. It's going well, Dorothy. I'm so glad you've joined us tonight. And Helen Booty is here. Welcome, Helen. I'm really glad that you are here. And everyone's wishing Norma Jean to feel better, so that's fantastic. So Julia is saying she got 100 subs today. I did a live jewelry bag opening this morning. How awesome, Julia. So yes, go subscribe to everybody you can in the chat, and make sure to drop links. If you're a moderator, you can drop a link and go subscribe and help everybody out. And I'm so happy for you, Julia. That's really exciting. I remember when I hit my first 100 subs, and I was really thrilled about that. So let's convert this in today's money. You can type in on Google 1930's to now money converter, and it will come up on Google, and there's a website you can use, Dollar Times, I think is what it's called. Yeah, and you can convert it. So 1930s to 2020, we're going to convert $600 and see what that would have cost. Holy moly, guys. This is insane. So $600 from 1930 to 2020, it is $8,964.21. Now, that would have been a lot of money back in the day for a radio, and I guarantee you most people did not have that. Now, let's try the $20. The $20 is still a lot at $298.81, but I always find that so fascinating. Yes, the money conversion, I think, is really fun, and yeah, that is a lot of money. Auntie K is saying, so what happens when you hit 1K? Does YouTube send you a congratulations email? And now you can go live from your phone and get monetized now? Yes. So Auntie K, once you hit 1000K, you can go live from your phone. So you can go live through YouTube. I found out, I've always been told that you had to have 1,000 subs, but you can go live through YouTube without 1,000 subs from your computer. But from your phone, I can now go live from my phone, so I could take you guys, say, in antique stores or whatever live. Of course, I use StreamYard, and I'm used to it, so I probably would log into StreamYard through my phone and do it that way. But I am able to go live now from my phone with 1,000 subscribers, which is really exciting. And I can apply for monetization, which I did last night because I am very excited to announce that I hit my 4,000 watch hours. So I'm at 4,887 or something like that. So I'm really excited about that. So I did start the monetization process and I applied for that. So that's kind of exciting. And so you can do all kinds of things. And I get a community tab, which I'm most excited about, I think, out of everything, because then I can post the live sale calendar. I can post updates for you guys. And it's like another little news feed about our little community here. So I'm very excited about that. So yay, thank you guys so much. Yeah, no, not with all the lives I was doing, Jamie. Definitely I get a lot of watch hours with the lives. I'll be happy just watching the channels get subs. Yes, that's right. I'm always happy to see people gain subscribers. I think that's exciting. Mickey, yay, congrats. Thank you so much. Beth is saying, that's what I'm most looking forward to, is being able to go live with my phone. I know, right? I actually was just so excited about the community tab because I think that's very cool. Hi, Annette Fain and Jean Weeks. Thank you so much for joining us, and I appreciate your congratulations messaging. And I saw that my mom was in the chat. Hi, Mom. Yes, this is the brooch I'm wearing today. This is a lovely, lovely Trifari brooch that was gifted to me by Serendipity by Melanie from one of the live sales. Sandra at Pink Elephant Parlor had a sale, and she sent me this brooch. So thank you so much. Okay, let's see some more chat here. Laura's saying, I'm thinking I've been to one of those South Austin. Oh, you're talking to Celeste. Awesome. Okay, so let's look more at this Philco radio. I think this is very cool. And I know some people that have these in their houses, and I just think they're awesome. So you have an advertisement here for Philco. This model that they are advertising is advertised for $175, but if you get the wave aerial, it's $180. So we had already converted that $600 price tag for a more fancy model. So let's see. Wow, $175 in today's money from the 1930s. Back then, that would have equated to $2,614.56. That is a lot for a radio. Now, this here is a really cool advertisement. It says, this new Philco is a true high-fidelity instrument with vastly extended musical range, bringing you the overtones which identify and distinguish the many and varied musical instruments. New and exclusive acoustic clarifies automatically and prevent unpleasant barrel-like boom. all the clarity of tone produced by the acoustic clarifiers and all the fidelity are preserved and projected up ear level by a large area slope of the famous Philco inclined sounding board. In addition, every other advance of radio, science and invention, shadow tuning, and two-speed station selector, that was big technology then, program control and automatic volume control receives every broadcast service in the air, American stations, both daytime and nighttime, foreign stations, police calls, amateur, ship, and aircraft stations, even the new U.S. government weather forecast. So I'm assuming that in 1930, maybe, just given by this advertisement, I don't know for sure, but maybe that is when those weather broadcasts came out. And now you have like the National Weather Service that you can tune into on any radio and hear the weather. So that's really pretty fascinating. And then, of course, they go on more and more about its maximum power. So this came out in 1936. It is the 116X, is today's version of the Hearthstone about which family gathered in the days gone by. From nearby stations and overseas, this Philco brings right into your home the finest entertainment broadcasting affords. London sends the dance music of one of its greatest hotels, and Berlin offers German folk music, and Madrid has a program of Castilian tunes, all of them available on the Philco 16X. Surprising regularity and volume. That's pretty cool. So you could get overseas broadcasts apparently with this radio, and along with all kinds of weather and other neat stations. So that was a big investment back in the 30s. Home sweet home never means more than when you hear it through Philco. And I just love the look of that radio. I mean, it would be so cool to have something like that in your home now. Hi, Angela Marksberry. Welcome to the chat. Lots of new channels. I love it, right? That was big entertainment back in the day. I mean, I can imagine so many people gathering around the radios in their houses to hear broadcasts because that's all there was then. And those cabinets are so gorgeous. My mom's saying, well, thank you. Oh, good. Awesome. So that is a very fun advertisement for Philco. And what I think is neat, what I've noticed in this magazine here, and I didn't point it out, but this still has the Good Housekeeping of Approval seal, which they still have now on Good Housekeeping magazine. So that's very neat to see that. Now here's another set of advertisements. This one's going to be kind of funny. Now here's an index of every product advertised in this magazine, so you could get a more in-depth index. And then you have these little guys. Now I think they're funny. This is an ad for Edison lamps. How cool is this? General Electric. And look at the little guys with the bulbs. Don't they look like little snowmen? The corn cob nose and then the little buttons. Are you getting your money's worth? Edison Mazda, I think is how you say it. Lamps, General Electric, 15 cents. So let's see, 15 cents in 1930 to today's money. Oh, I don't know if it won't let me do cents. Let's see, it doesn't give me the option for that. So I don't know, but still that must have been fairly expensive then. It says, when you buy a lamp bulb, always remember that its value is not measured merely in terms of the price of the lamp. As a matter of fact, the true cost of light is the cost of the bulb plus the cost of the electricity it consumes during its lifetime in service. It is a provable fact that poor lamp may use 50% more current than a good one to produce the same amount of light. In other words, you may be paying $1.50 for every dollar's worth of light if you are not using good lamps. It is worthwhile taking chances when good lamps, Edison Mazda lamps, are so inexpensive. Why not get a fresh supply today? And be sure to include some of the comfortable reading sizes, 75 and 100 watt, which you can now buy for only 20 cents. the General Electric Company out of Cleveland, Ohio. And then you've got this cute little cartoon with the bulbs. It says, this lamp gives you a full dollar's worth of light for every dollar's worth of electricity. The same dollar's worth of many lights cost you $1.50 more if you use the bargain bulbs. So they've got the mystery bulb, and that guy's kind of flat and, sad looking. And then you've got the really plump Mr. Electrical fellow there. I think that this is a great advertisement. Hi, Dana. Welcome to the chat. I'm so glad you're here. And Nancy's in the chat. She says, I'm hiding in the break room for a minute or so I don't slap someone. I thought I would pop in and give a thumbs up. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that so much. I hope that you take a little bit of a break from whatever's going on. I know that public service or working with the public can be quite stressful sometimes. So good luck with that. Poodle says, scary, bold people. Yeah. I mean, they are a little creepy looking, I have to say. They're not the jolly, they're kind of snowman-esque, but then they're flat. I mean, imagine a kid saying that. That is a little bit, I can see where that's a little bit creepy. Let's see what else is missing in the chat. Jamie says, yeah, I'd get fired real quick if I tried to make an ad that's wordy these days. These ads, I'm telling you, Jamie, they are really wordy. And some of them, like that Yardley soap ad, was super hard to read because the words are all, kind of condensed in there. Hi, Christy. Welcome to the chat. I'm so glad you are here. Yeah, Jamie works in advertising, so she knows these ads are long, and I just don't think that you see a lot of advertisements like this anymore, where they're writing just paragraphs and paragraphs of things. Very wordy. But people spent a lot of time reading all of that back in the day. Oh, look at this. This is going to be fun. So we've got an advertisement here for Will It Iron and Well It Long. So an ad for ironing, but what I'm most excited about is this food advertisement on the other side. So let's see about the ironing. What are they telling people about ironing here? This is an ad for, let's see, you can depend on products advertising Good Housekeeping. And it says, will it iron well and long? The average length of a report on the test of Good Housekeeping Institute gives an electric iron before it can be advertised in Good Housekeeping. Oh, so they're testing it before it goes in Good Housekeeping. It says covers 6 types of written pages. No iron does not qualify under rigid standards for these following points. Is it efficient in converting, yes, electricity into useful heat as an ironing surface? Is the temperature control accurate, and is it dependable when ironing? And is it well constructed for safety and durability? I mean, these are all very valid questions. And does it handle easily and iron effectively? So, I mean, even in today's standard, that would be something that you might want to ask about a iron. So that's not bad. That's not too out there, I don't think. And it has all the performance tests. So that's for the iron. They're testing, 900 volts and all of that. So that's part of the Good Housekeeping and had to have a special approval to get into the magazine. But this is where the real fun is. This is something that maybe I will have to try if there's a recipe for this. This is bacon and chopped beef grill. Doesn't that just look so yummy? With the black and white pictures, I think it makes things worse, to be honest. It doesn't make things look very appetizing. However, I do love the woman here, the graphic of the lady. I think she's really great. And I think that she's not part of the food ad. No, she's part of the Don't Miss Margaret Sullivan in the So Red Rose at the Paramount Picture. A stirring drama of the Old South and Civil War days. Margaret Sullivan turns in a brilliant performance as the quick-tempered, patriotic daughter of a Southern plantation family. Watch for this great Paramount Picture at your neighborhood theater with Walter Connolly and Randolph Scott. So a lot of times in these old magazines, they have fun little advertisements for radio, TV, or movie programs. So that's very, very exciting. Book Bewitched is saying, Katie, vintage and vinyl. I have a ready kilowatt pin brooch I love and more often. Have you seen the little cutie? No, I have not, Book Bewitched, but I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see. I can't iron for my life. My husband has to iron. I don't iron anything. I do iron napkins. If I'm going to be doing a dinner party and I want to do fancy napkins because I enjoy napkin folding, I will starch and iron the napkins because I do think that makes a big difference when you're folding more complex folds like a bow tie or something like that. However, when it comes to my shirt, and you can see this one's slightly wrinkled, what I do is I just throw them in the dryer with a wet towel and it fixes it right away. I don't have to bring out that iron. I probably need a name that implies I have a channel. I'll be selling my fun finds soon. Audience poll. What do you think of Funderlust finds? Like Wonderlust, but with the word fun. I like that, Auntie Kay. Funderlust finds. I think that's pretty clever. But if you want to contribute to the vintage world, you might add something vintage. Although I think that is very, very clever. It's kind of like soulmate. So I think that is very, very clever. Oh, Auntie Kay's treasure box, I think, is a good one too, Nancy. So we got lots of folks in the chat suggesting names, which I think is awesome. Unless you count the wrinkle-free option on the dryer. Yeah, I use the dryer trick because it always works. I've got to starch and iron my vintage tablecloths. Yes, I do starch and iron certain things, but I really don't bother with clothes. Unless I'm going someplace nice and I really need it to be ironed and look nice, then I will iron. I do own an iron. But normally, day to day, I'm just throwing it in the dryer with a wet towel because that always fixes it. So this is the bacon and chopped beef grill, which again, I don't know that looks particularly appetizing, to be honest. It is America's meal of the month. So here's what you need. Oh boy, this looks really strange. You need cream of pea soup, croutons, star bacon and chopped beef with pineapple and tomatoes, brown butter sauce. Okay, I could get behind that. Baked potatoes, of course. Savory beets. It looks like they misprinted it. It looks like savory beers, but I'm pretty sure it's savory beets. Rolls. Clover bloom butter, whatever that is, asparagus tip salad on a head of lettuce, mayonnaise or French dressing, and orange chiffon pie and coffee. So that's what you need for the whole meal. But I really am not sure about bacon, chopped beef, pineapple, and tomatoes. Oh, and those tomatoes. See, I'm not the biggest fan of tomatoes. And look, they're just sliced and they're just sort of sitting on there. I don't know about that. You guys let me know what you think, if that looks good or not. Hi, Nate Biscuit. I'm so glad you've joined us. Yeah, I agree on not having the lost in the name. It would attract the trolls. Yes, I probably think that might actually cause some trouble, coming to think about it, Auntie Kay. So just keep mulling it over. You'll find something really cool. When my husband was in college, a college counselor, I used to have to iron his clothes, but he hated the way I ironed his dress pants because the crease was always crooked. Oh, no. That seems like something I would do. I'm terrible at ironing creases in pants. Nancy, I was in retail. Oh, you're talking about the sanity of the retail. Yeah, Nancy, I'm sorry you're going through that. My aunt gave me her Mangle from the 50s. It works. Really? You still have a working iron? That's very cool. I've just come on and heard my name. You ladies gossiping about me? Nate. Never. Hi, Peanut Butter. Welcome. You were here on my live chat the other night, so I'm so glad you've come back and joined us again. And I think I'm all caught up now in the chat. Hey, Jen Bootsy, I'm so glad you're here. And yes, I don't know that this is. Oh, and Elba's joined us. Hi, Elba. Welcome to the chat. So I don't know about this meal here. Now I'm looking for a recipe, and it doesn't tell you how to make it. So it just gives you the ingredients. But it says appetites grow keener in October. Richer, more satisfying meals are in order, and this armoire meal of the month fills the bill completely. It's an appetizing combination of bacon and beef, delicious in taste, smart in appearance, and so surprisingly economical. A happy choice indeed. Marie Gifford's recipe book tells us how to prepare the October grill, so you need the recipe book then. For parties, she says, use the more economical cuts of beef, ground beef. In fact, crown each patty with 2 strips of succulent armoire starred bacon. Then serve with red ripe tomatoes, grilled pineapple, and a crisp vegetable salad. Then you have a combination delicious beyond compare. So I guess it is sort of like a bacon, a BLT, but what's throwing me off is not so much the pineapple, but it's the beef. It's like the beef, bacon, and tomatoes, and it looks like they're little sandwiches. So I don't know. The picture doesn't look very appetizing, but maybe it is. They also don't tell you how to prepare it. Oh, but you can get the free recipe book by Marie Gifford. Ask your dealer for my free recipe book with your full directions for preparing the October meal of the month. Look for this display, I'm assuming at your local grocery. So that's really fun. It would be cool to find one of those recipe books and actually make this recipe from the 30s. Trisha saying, I'm having a drawing tomorrow morning for my 500 sub giveaway. Hurry and enter if you haven't. Oh, I will, Trisha. And Trisha, that is awesome. Big congrats to you. I'm so glad you hit 500. Better not be being talked about, I guess, Tiger. That's right. Poodle says the man from across the world, Nate. Yes, Nate is here. How do I enter, Sandy? It may not be open to international peeps. Might be a little hard to mail to you, Nate. Yes, Stephanie, how is your dad doing? I hope he's doing better. Did I say hello to Belinda Carroll? If I didn't, hello. And hi, Rebecca Higgins. I'm so glad you've joined the chat. Okay, and Sandy just dropped her link in if you want to go sign up for her giveaway, and Auntie Kay dropped her link as well. So go subscribe to everybody you can. So this is kind of fun to see this advertisement. Now, let's see what else is in here. Oh, this is one of those pages, and we looked at this before on another page where they had a bunch of smaller advertisements. These are for schools and colleges, but what I love is the graphics, and the StreamYard camera gets me every time because it's backwards. But I love the horses. I just think that is such a cool graphic. Hopefully you guys are getting that up close. It is really hard to show a magazine live on stream. But there is the fabulous horses. I think they're playing polo. So that's exciting. And then you've got all kinds of, you've got like Wentworth Military Academy. Oh, there's an ad for Lindenwood. How cool is this? Now, you guys are probably thinking I am nuts for getting so excited about Lindenwood. But Lindenwood is where my grandmother went to college. Lindenwood College in St. Charles, Missouri. Oh my gosh, how cool is this? Let's see, Lindenwood. Okay, it's a woman's school. Yes, she was a music teacher. Accredited BM degrees, also a 2-year junior college, monetized curriculum, preparing students for civic and social leadership, secretarial training, special work in music and art, and modern building and sports near the St. Louis area. Catalog, and then it tells you that you can write to whatever box in St. Charles, Missouri. So how cool is that? That is an ad from the 30s for my grandmother's college, Lindenwood. Now, she was born in 1930, so this magazine came out in 1935. So that's just very, very, very cool. So love the Lindenwood College ads. So neat to find that in a magazine. And I see, is Dee here? Hi, Dee. Welcome to the chat. I'm so glad you've joined us. And Dee, Thrill the Thrift, has her sales on Saturday at 3 o'clock. And I'm so glad, Dee, that Binks is out of the bedroom and doing well. I love that little guy. He is so fun to see on camera. Hi, Don Chonkweiler from the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. I'm so glad you are here. And Doo-Wop Bob is here. I'm so glad you joined us for a little bit, Bob. How are all the rodents doing? Good cheer to them around the world. And Kim is saying, Katie, I'll be showing a vintage recipe book tomorrow. I think you'll love. Oh, Kim, I'll be looking for that. I'm excited. Maybe I can make a few more recipes. Isn't that amazing? Your grandmother's college. Yes, it is. It's so cool to see that. I never would have thought that that would have been in here. So really cool. So there's a whole bunch of colleges listed, and I'm sure you could find a college that somebody you knew went to. And now here's an ad. This is Schools of Professional and Vocational Training. And this is an ad for how to be a hotel hostess. So hotel hostess. I will get the StreamYard camera down pat one of the days. There's the hotel hostess ad. So it says, Lewis students making good everywhere. Miss Ings B. Cron, I am employed as a hostess of this hotel and have been very successful due to my Lewis training. So you can go to this, it's not a school. You just write in to Lewis Hotel Training Schools, and then you get an opportunity book sent to you with no obligation. Previous experience proved unnecessary. Qualify as a hostess, a social secretary, hostess housekeeper, and for many other important positions. Lewis trained women everywhere through success with our complete course in hotel administration. Business manager and hostess in the fraternity house. Oh, so you can also do, I know a lot of women did that. They were the in-house woman for different fraternities. And it says that you can get the Lewis training in addition to your salary. So that's kind of neat. Love that. Now, this next ad is how a child's hunger may be stimulated. And when he is fussy, he will not eat. But that little boy, he's not so little. It doesn't look like he'd be that age of being so much fussiness anymore. I don't know how to insert a link. Oh, Dee, I'm sure someone can do that for you. You just should copy your link. I'll show you how to do this. You just copy your link from your YouTube channel. So if you go to your channel on your phone, you will see the little dots right here. And you just click on it and you click share. And then you can click copy. And then if you go into the chat, I'm turning my volume down so we don't get feedback. You just hit the chat like you would, hit paste, and then you can copy it in. And there it is. That's how you share a link. Okay, so that's how you insert a link. Hopefully that's helpful. Yes, you can be a hotel hostess. Whatever that is, Dana. I'm sure there was a lot of administration type work in there. Maybe his mom served him lots of Jell-O molds. Yes, Bob, if I had to eat a lot of Jell-O, I think I would be a pretty fussy child. I wouldn't want to eat any more of those Miracle Whip Jell-O concoctions. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate it. If you're not a moderator, will it let you know? But you should be a moderator, Beth, which you are. So you should be able to link. But if you're not a moderator, you can't share a link. How do you do it on the laptop? Oh, okay. On the laptop, all you have to do is go up to your channel on YouTube and copy your link with your cursor. So you take it to the little bar at the top and copy it, highlight it and copy it, and then come back to my chat and paste it. So that's how you do that. I hope that helps. Hi, Peterson. I'm so glad you're here in the chat. Welcome. So let's see what this kid is eating for dinner. It looks like he's got mashed potatoes, peas, beans, and something that looks like it has either beets or do you think that's maybe bananas? What is that? I don't know. It's hard to tell in these black and white advertisements. Now, I don't mind the potatoes and the peas, but I don't know about whatever that mystery thing is because that looks a little bit strange. Also, the beans and the green beans, two starches on a plate. Okay. So it says, by helping to create the sensation of hunger in a natural way by finishing add nourishment, the remarkable food drink described on this page fosters a remarkable increase in a child's weight. So we did see an advertisement for Ovaltine. So this is the Ovaltine advertisement. I had no idea that Ovaltine was around since the 1930s. Apparently it has been around a long time. Yeah, watch out. I'm in colors. Yeah, when you get into colors, D, where's the link? I don't know. I didn't see it be posted in the chat, but I saw that Nate shared your link, so he should be able to do that, and then it should be there, which I think it already is. Oh, I just see it, D. You did it. You got it, D. Awesome. Good job. Yay, yay, yay. There you go. Exactly. Good job, Christy. Thank you guys for helping everybody out. Ovaltine, I instantly think of the Christmas Story. Me too, Peterson. I also think of my neighbor. When I was growing up, there was a little kid down the street, and I would go over to his house, and he had a fort in the backyard, and we would play together. And when we'd have snack time, he was a little bit more picky than I was, and he loved Ovaltine and Slim Jims. So I can still see his mom, and they had, when you'd walk into their house, they had like a small living room, and then they had like a little step down area into like where their TV was. So we'd go in there and we'd be watching cartoons, and I could still see his mother bringing out a tray of Ovaltine and Slim Jims. And that's what we would have as a snack. And as a kid, I thought that was so good. And now as an adult, I don't like Slim Jims at all. I think they're gross. Now, I do like Ovaltine. I will always probably like Ovaltine, but yeah, I remember that. Yes, a fort. Oh, it was big fun. He had a fort, and his dad did some carpentry work, so he was really good at building things. And I remember that they had built a zip line, a little zip line from the tree to the roof, and he had set up like this little thing on the roof. Now, I guess no one was worried about it being too dangerous, but we would zip line off of the roof all the time. And then one day the zip line broke, and that was the end of that. I thought I had shared mine, but I can't find it. I'll try again. Jeannie, I'm sure somebody can help you out. No worries. Oh, you love Slim Jims. Yeah, my brother loves Slim Jims. I'm just not a big fan of them anymore as an adult. I don't know. Katie, I thought of you this weekend. Meet the Parents. Meet the Flowers were on. Yes, Dawn, I love Meet the Parents. Such a good movie. Yes, the Red Ryder BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Oh, heck, I used to make my own zip lines. Yes, zip lines were fun. Is Slim Jim a biscuit? Oh, Nate, I don't think you have Slim Jims. Slim Jims are basically, I like to say that they're like mystery jerky, but they're jerky and they're dried jerky, and they come in a stick form. And it kind of does look like a dog treat, just saying, one of those long dog chew things. But it comes in a sealed package. It says Slim Jim, and it's basically like beef jerky, and you just eat it. And they come in different flavors. Been kind of busy with my family. Oh, I know, Nate. No worries. We're just glad you're here for a little while. D, you meet beer and Slim Jims meet in the alley. I love it, Poodle. D says I'm in. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'd be in for that, but I'm not really in for the Jell-O and the Miracle Whip. Like, I can handle the jerky, but no thank you on the Miracle Whip. A few summers ago, my husband built a zip line for the kids and the neighborhood kids. Our homeless association shut it down. Oh, I know. Isn't that awful, Diane? I remember when I was a kid, my dad lived in a small neighborhood in Virginia, and basically during the day we could just run around because it was that time where there wasn't really anything to worry about. It was a small neighborhood, so during the day in the summer, us neighborhood kids would get together and we'd just run around the neighborhood having all kinds of fun. And then it was small enough that when it was time for dinner, I could hear my stepmom come out the door and yell, "Hey guys, time to come home." And so we would just come running in for dinner. Well, one day, this lady down the street from us lost her dog. And we thought it would be big fun and also really helpful to this lady to create posters and put lost dog posters all over the neighborhood. So I got out my craft set, and us neighborhood kids made all these signs. I mean, we must have made, I don't know, 15 hand-drawn signs about this lost dog. And we put them up all over the neighborhood. So we walked the whole neighborhood. We put them up everywhere. And the lady that ran the homeowners association in this neighborhood did not like it. And by the next morning, she had literally walked the whole neighborhood and tore them all down. And my dad was like, "Really, lady? You had to do that to a bunch of poor kids that were just trying to help?" So I know neighborhood associations can be kind of funky. Yeah, it takes a little time to get StreamYard down and posting links, but no worries. Everyone can be here to help. Hi, Patrick. I'm so glad you're here. What did Dorothy say? LOL, Slim Jims are reminding me when Jess got confused with D when Binks locked her door. Oh my gosh, that day that Binks locked himself in. I felt for you, D. I really did, because I know that you were all worried about Binks, but it was also kind of funny. And I loved how you were like, just get the sledgehammer. Just bust down the door. Hi, Linda Punky. Welcome to the chat. I'm so glad you are here. Let's see. Oh, no worries, Peterson. You have a good, safe drive home. I know that's exactly what my daughter would say. Okay, so we've got this kid eating some sort of mystery meat, but we've got peas, beans, and potatoes. And it says, how it helps make so many poor eaters hungry. So this is advertising Ovaltine. And it says, Ovaltine is a good source of the appetite-controlling vitamin B, which is lacking from so many everyday foods. Second, Ovaltine itself is not the only extremely nourishing and easy to digest, but in addition is rich in a special food property that has power to aid in the digestion of starchy foods. Well, in this ad, you have a kid eating starch, and more starch. So, of course, he needs the Ovaltine after having beans, looks like green beans, potatoes, and whatever this other thing is that's on the plate. So that's a lot of starch. Then it says, but once appetite is stimulated in a scientific way and the natural sensation of hunger is produced, a notable change frequently takes place. The old objection to everyday foods gradually disappears, while a natural, normal hunger develops day by day. Yes, I love Ovaltine too. I do, and I still drink Ovaltine. Ovaltine is still delicious. Thus, Ovaltine aids the growing child in several different ways by providing and helping him secure those nourishment factors which play such a vital part in the maintenance of robust health. Well, wow, that is a mouthful. But Ovaltine apparently will fix every problem that you have with your child and eating. It, helps hunger. It apparently aids in starchy digestion and helps him secure nourishment. I think that's a hilarious ad. And that the kid's face, he's like, yum, more peas for dinner, woohoo. Or he's like, my mom is watching me. I must smile and pretend I like the peas and then feed them to the dog later. I don't know. This ad is hilarious to me. Ovaltine and open-faced peanut butter sandwich. Yes, that's really good stuff, Patrick. I have to say it's delicious. So thanks, everyone, for helping each other out in the chat. I appreciate that. Oh, now this is a fun ad. This is an ad for Quaker curtains and Quaker hosiery. Now, did you know that the people, and I'm pretty sure this is Quaker Oats, it's the same company. Did you know that they did hosiery and drapes? I did not know that. Wow. And I'm pretty sure, because look, it's got the Quaker man. I'm pretty sure it's the same company. Now, look, I could be wrong, but that's an interesting ad. Love the graphics of the hose. It says sheer cord, the newest Quaker curtain, a perfect illustration of how Quaker combines style and durability. Sheer cobweb delicacy, but woven of a long staple combined Egyptian two-ply yarns, with each slender strand knotted securely in place. Price? Quaker curtains are priced for those who appreciate lasting economy. See sheer cord and countless other Quaker styles at your favorite store. Quaker styles at your favorite store are available by sending 10 cents for a book of window problems and solutions, not widow, 40 photographs, and then it's as you addressing 3030 Fifth Avenue, New York. And then it says for Quaker hosiery, genuine ringless hosiery, like the famous Quaker curtains. Quaker hosiery brings you style plus wear. Quaker helped perfect genuine three-quarter ringless, the only process for producing the perfect ringless stocking. Quaker controls all the steps in manufacturing, from the importance of raw silk to final packaging. If your dealer has Quaker in stock, send us $1 for a pair of genuine 3-carrier Quaker ringless hosiery. So I'm assuming the ringless maybe is so that it doesn't bunch. I'm not exactly sure what the whole ringless thing is about. However, I think that's really fascinating that Quaker made hosiery. Let's see. All right, I'm missing some chat here. Oh, Vegemite. Yeah, Vegemite is a thing that they have overseas. My grandmother had only white food: potatoes, bread, rice, boiled fish, and chicken, and more potatoes done yet another way. I would imagine that that is something that is very 30s, for sure. I tried it, but I like Quick chocolate better. Oh, Nestle Quick is also good. Yes, I bet Kim's very excited for her first sale. Are you talking about you love Vegemite? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Vegemite. I've tried Vegemite and the British version of Vegemite, and I'm just not the biggest fan, but I might be trying it incorrectly. Katie, you should have picked up Pam's hose the other night to start your 50s vintage fashion. Yes, Dorothy, I guess I should have. I think maybe for the 1950s housewife video that I hope to do, maybe that will be something fun I can find. I mostly drink Kool-Aid, the red kind. I never call anything cherry. I always say red flavor. Yeah, because it is red. Let's see. I saw some things in the chat I'm missing. Bob says, look at your curtains while you're having oatmeal and Ovaltine. Right, Bob? You know, the same people that make your Quaker oats, you know, also make your curtains and your stockings. And, you know, don't get your hose in a bunch. Yeah. Or your panties in a twist. Katie went and got another bag. Oh, you got more of that peanut butter candy? Angela, you are awesome. So Angela found my favorite peanut butter candy at the store. I don't ever find it here anymore. It's like penny candy, but it's these peanut butter bar things. And they're in a black and like striped red clear wrapper, and they just melt in your mouth. They are delicious. So yay, that's so exciting. Vegemite is like it's a yeast paste, and I have Marmite. Marmite and Vegemite are similar, and they may be like almost the same thing, but they're like a yeast paste, and you're supposed to spread it on bread. But the way that I've always done it is you toast the bread, you spread a thin layer of butter, and then a little bit of the Vegemite or the Marmite, and you eat it. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's really, really salty, but I know that Nate really likes it. So I think it's an acquired taste. Yeah, Nate's saying the same thing. Spread only thinly on buttered toast, or you can put a spoon in casserole. Oh, now that I have not tried, Nate. That might be good. I have a channel, New England Thrifter. I don't really know what I'm doing, but have fun. Oh, good for your 5 subs, Helen. I will go subscribe to you after this. So hopefully someone can help find that and drop a link. No worries, Kim. You will be great. Yes, we'll all be there. And don't you worry, Kim. You're going to do a fantastic job. Well, I'll be in the chat cheering you on, so you don't have to worry about that. Hi, Maria, empty nesting too. I'm glad you've joined us. I appreciate that. Could you imagine having to wear hose and garters all the time? Yikes, I like my sweat so much better. Me too, Diane. I could not imagine that. And I saw that video. I was talking about this the other day, but there is a lady on YouTube that did dress up as a 1950s housewife, and she did all the things that 1950s housewives would have done back in the day, and she filmed herself doing it for a week straight, and she every day got up and put on the garter and the pantyhose. I can't imagine. By the end of the day, she said she was so tired. And at one point in one of the videos, she had to take off her heels because she just could not vacuum anymore in her heels. I just cannot imagine that. Oh, hi, Vintage Vinny. I'm so glad you've joined us tonight. Welcome to the chat. And I am keeping an eye on time because it's 7:39, and at 8 o'clock, there is sales happening. So Tim and Over the Years will be having a sale. And then, of course, the Antique Nomad is having his premiere. So I'm going to keep an eye on the time so I don't go over, and you guys can all go over to those fun events. Yeah, a girdle. Now, I just could not do a girdle. I think that would be so incredibly uncomfortable. I just cannot imagine. And then you have, even in the Victorian times, I've read where they actually cinched up those corsets so tight that people would faint and pass out. I mean, I just cannot imagine. We have definitely gone to a better time of being a little bit more comfortable for sure. Hi, Josie's Butterfly Kisses. Welcome. So here is the Quaker. And again, I don't quote me, but I think it's the same people that make the Quaker oats. Here's Quaker hosiery and Quaker curtains. So that's a fun ad. This other little story here was trees, indoors and out. And this is one that is continued on another page. So on one of my later night reading series, I will definitely go back and read that. Oh, here's an ad. Now, this is pretty cool. This is an ad for the American Stove Company. And look at this. Now, how cool are the graphics of this 1930s kitchen? That is pretty cool. Look at that old stove. Now, that's pretty big for a 1930s kitchen, because I have seen other kitchens and they are much smaller than that. And look at the stainless steel countertops. I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks that the stainless steel countertops were kind of something that wasn't normally seen in the 30s? I'm just not familiar with that. Oh, but it's talking about modernizing your kitchen. So yes, if you want to have a modern kitchen, you're going to have stainless steel. And yeah, I think it is a very, very, very fancy kitchen for the 30s, I think, for sure. I just can't imagine most people back then having it. Oh, I bet that stove did work really well. Yeah, those old stoves are fantastic. Dee's saying she loves that stove too. Yeah, it does kind of look like the stove in Christmas Story, doesn't it? So this is the American Stove Company out of New York, Atlanta, Cleveland, Chicago, St. Louis, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Boston. And it says to modernize your kitchen, start with the gas range. Well, yes, I'm sure before that they would have had wood-burning stoves, so this is definitely an upgrade. Cook with gas, the modern fuel for speed, safety, comfort, cleanliness, and convenience. And I have heard, now I know about 50 stoves. I don't know about this particular model from the 30s, but I do know that there's a pilot light that keeps on in some of those older gas stoves. And so what a lot of people would do is in the wintertime, they would put their coats on top of the covered stove, and it would keep their coats warm because you've now got that flame that kind of is residually, that's a really hard word to say, on in the background that heats up the top of that stove. So that's kind of neat. So this is Neither Is That Old Range of Yours. The old gray Mar, she ain't what she used to be. And then it says, might keep that old gray Mar from the boneyard, but it certainly should not keep a worn-out old-fashioned range off the junk pile. Of course, you can still get along with that old-fashioned range with its drawbacks, but why bother? Why not replace it with a Magic Chef, the gas range of today, with all the advanced features that save time, trouble, and temper? That's the first step in making your kitchen really modern, convenient, comfortable, clean, and charming. Once you use a Magic Chef with its amazing speed, flexibility, and efficiency, you realize the many disadvantages of your old range. Magic Chef is automatic. The top burners light themselves when you turn on the gas. The red wheel over the regulator does its own oven watching and attends to cooking the meal properly and deliciously while you are away. Can you imagine leaving that on while you're away and letting stuff cook? Holy cow. There must have been a lot of fires. I can't imagine that. Even in today's world, you don't leave the stove on while you're away, but okay. Full institution keeps your kitchen cooler and saves money on gas bills. Top burners with 1,000 even heat and smokeless trouble-free boiler. High burner, tray, and smooth oven linings are easy to clean. Handy utensil compartments. These are just a few of the many modern age Magic Chef features. No other range of any type will give you more. Go to your gas company office or Red Wheeler dealer store to see the Magic Chefs demonstrated. Notice the wide choice of models in all styles, sizes, and finishes. Right for the 12-page folder. Magic Chef recipes. Address the American Stove Company, Department G, 3110 Courtauld Avenue in St. Louis, Missouri. Wonder if that's still there. I have family in St. Louis. That's a very cool advertisement for the stove. I also think it's neat they have a little light over the stove. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. No, Penny. No, that's not it. Okay, let's see what else I'm missing in the chat. It does sound dangerous, right? It sounds very, very dangerous. Why would you leave your stove on while you're away? That's unfathomable to me. Since I'm starting my booth next month, I will start to post videos. Oh, Tiger, you're starting a channel. How cool. No, not a pirate light. A pirate light for me. Our stove is a plastic. Yep, I know, Jamie. I've lived in apartments and I've had a few of those. Yes, I'm a November baby. Oh, good. Thank you, everybody, for subbing to each other. I appreciate that. When I wear my corset for the Renaissance Fair, it gets very tight very fast. It does make you have good posture, but I can only imagine wearing that for long periods. That's got to be really uncomfortable. Katie and Christy always wear your citrine because it attracts wealth and is called the happiness stone. Oh, thanks, Dorothy. That's good information. Jeannie's saying, Katie, I have a birthday coming up. Maybe I'll do a sale then. Oh, good. You can check the schedule for sure, Jeannie. Let me know. So, yes, I just think that this is hilarious that you're leaving your stove on. But it is a very nice stove. Now, they don't give any prices, so I don't know how expensive this would have been back in this time. But it must have been very expensive because that is an awfully large kitchen, I feel like, for the 30s. Now, checking on time, we got a few more minutes, so we can go for a little bit more through a few more advertisements here out of this magazine. Penny. I just read it as a tax wealth. Oh no, Tiger Purple. I'll just watch others do the hard work on sales. Miss my calling. It's okay, Poodle. You are great in all the sales, so we just appreciate you coming out and being supportive. So this is an ad for Nearly Right Won't Do in carpet colors. The Alexandria Smith carpets. Okay, so this is for carpets. Now, these look like a low pile carpets, and it's the Nearly Right Won't Do. So now you need better carpets. This whole advertising mindset of you need something better because it's either bad looking or, people won't like you, I think is really strange for the 30s, but it certainly worked. Like we were talking about the toothpaste ad earlier and how it was saying that you would embarrass people if you, what was the word that it used? It didn't say you would embarrass, but it said, not to offend, so that you wouldn't offend people. So here's an ad for carpets, and nearly right won't do, so you need better carpet. So it says exquisite tones for autumn decorating found exclusively in Alexander Smith's True Tone carpets: peach, natter blue, beige, 3 of 40 fresh and lovely colors. Can you imagine in the 30s somebody having peach carpet? That seems like that's a little bit more frivolous to me. I would assume that more people probably had browns and tans. Then it says, in daylight and lamplight, made seamless in widths up to 18 feet. Our True Tone carpet book, full of helpful information on broadloom carpets, free on request, from Alexander Smith. And it's so fun that they still mention all these books that you could write in for. And what's kind of neat is if you found one of these books in the wild, you might be able to go back and find an advertisement that's advertising those books. Oh, no worries, Dana. You have a good night and give those critters some love for me. A pile of carpets. I love a good pun. I do, Auntie K. That's hilarious. So that's the ad for Alexander Smith carpets. And then, oh, here's a fun ad. Now, this one's in color. So this is the first color ad that I have seen. What we did see was the Coca-Cola ad in color that we looked at. The Coca-Cola ad might have been in color. I don't remember. Yeah, the Coca-Cola ad had a little red at the bottom of it. No worries, Bob. You have a good night. I'm so glad you are here. Wall-to-wall carpet. Yes. I thought everyone had a giant Turkish rug then. I know that some of these styles are really interesting, I think. No worries, Bob. I'll see you in Johnny G's chat soon, and hopefully on another chat. That's a pretty ad. The carpet looks like chocolate. Yes, it does. It makes me kind of hungry for chocolate. But this is the first colored ad, and this is the last ad we're going to look at today, and then we will continue looking at more ads. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to go over to the other sales and things happening this evening. So this is a really cool color advertisement. There's 2 of them. This one is for Ivory flakes. It says, makers of the fine woodlands say the Ivory flakes. What is this for? Let's see. Both baby Vanta vest and mother sweater are protected by Ivory flakes. In the country's finest store, you'll hear, use Ivory flakes. They're pure. So I guess this is some sort of like a washing soap. Oh, yes, washing soap. Okay. Wool like an elephant never forgets abuse. One careless washing with soap, and that's a trifle song, and presto, wool becomes harsh and shrunken. But when you use Ivory flakes, wool is protected, and sweaters and underwear don't get starchy. Men's wool stocks stay right size, blankets keep their light, airy warmth, and baby shirts keep soft and snuggly. Why, the makers of Vantanus, I think is how you say it, famous baby garments know why. They say wool is injured by hot water, rubbing, or drying soap. Use pure, lukewarm suds of Ivory flakes. This protects the wool's natural oils and keeps wool soft as new. So, oh no, what's happening? I'm seeing a bunch of things. Oh yes, I did see that. I see that on Instagram, Angela. Oh no. Yes. Oh no, oh no. Did they give it a color treatment? Let's see what Auntie K is saying. Do the Auntie K. That's hilarious. Janice, so there are a couple of sales happening tonight. Don't forget that in a few minutes at 8 o'clock, the Antique Nomad, George, is having his premiere. We all need our education from Uncle George for the week. So make sure you go check out that premiere. You can have 2 devices going because Tim, over the years, will be having an awesome live sale as well. And he has some amazing glass and other items. So that will be coming up at 8 in just a few minutes. And I'm wrapping up now. So I will be showing you the last of this advertisement. And then I'll let you guys get going. Jamie is saying, Michelle is doing okay. I've been talking to her today. Just a lot going on with her big sale, the sale for Kelly. And now, of course, yes, I can imagine that's a lot, Jamie. So I'll be keeping her in my thoughts and prayers. Okay, so back to the Ivory flakes. Now, This is kind of funny. It says wool like an elephant because elephants never forget things, never forgets abuse. So I'm guessing they're saying the sweaters will not forget or forgive you if you shrink them, which is very interesting. So here's this kid. It looks like he's got an elephant. And he kind of looks like he's not very happy. He's happy, but he's not very happy. The mom looks very happy, and he looks a little terrified by that elephant. Yeah, it's an elephant, but he's a very odd elephant. He kind of looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, or no, what is the one? Bronchosaurus with that little. The one of the dinosaurs. I don't know my dinosaurs. I need an education on that. But the ones that have a little hump here. I'm not doing a very good job describing this, but that kid does not look too happy. Kind of a fake smile there. So that's for Ivory Flakes. Yeah, it kind of looks like a little bit of a zebra, doesn't it? It's like a zebra elephant, a zelephant. It's a zelephant. That's what I'm going to call it. I wish I was still in Chicago. I would help her. Yes, I know Tiger Purple. I'm so sorry she's going through all that. Hi, Melliart. I'm glad you're joining the chat. Melliart is, okay, let's see, Melliart. Quick quiz for me. You are in, I know what country you're in. Oh, no. I've just suddenly forgotten. Uh-oh. Okay, I knew this. Melliart, let me know where you're from. I know, but I can't pull it out of my head. So welcome. We're so glad you're here. Mary R., welcome to the chat. No, Vinny, don't get that stuck in my head. That was a big song on all the school dances when I was in school. Yeah. That song is very... Finland. Yes, that's it. Melliart's from Finland. Oh, bye, Julia. No worries. And please call me Mel. Okay, I sure will, Mel. I'm so glad you are here. So it is almost time for Georgia's premiere and that sale, but I do want to share the last little bit of the Ivory soap ad. So we had Ivory Flakes, and then we have this really cool colored cartoon. Love the woman's hat. Look at the hairstyles and the hat. I think that is so cool, and she's got the feathers, and that is just awesome. So we will pick up reading more of these advertisements next week. So Monday is going to be my advertisement day. We will continue going through this book, and I will finish up next week with that advertisement on the bottom. So we didn't get a chance to read the cartoon, but we will check that out. And let's see here. Thank you for your video. Bye now. No worries, Liz. I'm glad you're here. Oh, no, Vinny. Peel the banana. Peel the banana. Yes, I've actually had that stuck in my head. So all of you guys who have said, oh, no, I got that stuck in my head. Well, guess what? I had it stuck in my head, too. So I actually had avocado toast the other day. I do like my avocado toast. I don't put anything weird on it. I just do avocados and salt and a little bit of lime. And I was like, what was it in the song? The avocado, the avocado. And I was singing it as I was doing eating my avocado toast. So yes, Tim Over the Years is next. If someone wants to put Over the Years in, you can go to his sale. That's at 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. And then George the Antique Nomad will be having a premiere. So that's coming up at 8, and end it with P the banana, P the banana. Oh boy, I really got that stuck in everybody's head. I didn't, because I don't know what song that is. So Nancy, I showed at the end of my live, I showed that video that I learned when I was in acting for school. We had to do warm-up exercises when we were acting, and one of them was by this lady who has videos on YouTube, and basically, she teaches you how to loosen up before a performance. And one of the songs was form the banana, form the banana now, peel banana now, go bananas. Basically one of those songs that we were doing, and I was sharing it with people, so people got that stuck in my head. Yeah, don't tell her. She's better off, right? Katie, I forgot to email you. Thursday night aisle sale starts at 10:30 this week. Oh, awesome, Nancy. Thank you so much. Oh, good. I'll call you Marianne. Thank you, Josie. Okay, guys. Well, I want to make sure that we all get a chance to go over to those next things happening. So I'm going to wrap things up. I use the Everything Bagel seasoning. Yes, I love the Everything Bagel seasoning. Yes, Mel, it is time to go see George. Thank you, Vinny, for dropping in that link. And I see that Angela did it as well. So yes, Tim, over the years, all vintage on YouTube. That will be happening right now. So I hope that never heard the Banana song, Auntie K. I don't know that you want to because it might get stuck in your head. Yes, Katie, thanks. I couldn't sleep because I had that in my head. Yes, well, it's better than Bark Like a Dog, which a music director had us all do. Oh, no, Nancy, I can imagine how that would have gone. Hey, I know every word to the Sex Pistols song, but not the avocado song. Oh, well, at least you guys got a laugh out of that. That was my whole intent, was to make people laugh because it was so silly and stupid. So, guys, that is all I have for you today. In this video, I will be coming back with more content for you. Don't forget, this Wednesday, I'll be going live at 9 o'clock just to show some friend mail, hang out and chat with all of you. Mondays, I will be doing more of the magazine, so stay tuned for the 1930s magazine. And then I will have a really fun video coming out this Wednesday on vintage games, so you don't want to miss my video on vintage games. And I hope you guys will go check out Everybody You Can coming up tonight. I will see you at Tim's and George's in just a few minutes. Got 1 minute till all of that gets rolling on YouTube. So thank you for joining me tonight for this fun live chat. Much love to you. And as always, stay in, stay safe, and Ben's YouTube. Bye-bye now.